Hello fellow collectors, and welcome to Galagun Toys. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video, and if you caught my last upload, you would have seen that I had just recently picked these guys up, and I've got to make a little bit of room for these at the top of the detail. So I figured while we do that, we would also take the opportunity to do a very heavy resort tonight. Since I'm on holidays currently, time isn't really a big issue or factor. So because of that, I figured why not make the best use of some of this time and do a proper resort. So basically how I'm thinking we're going to start this, guys, is the SH Fig Arts. I have the SH Fig Arts more or less on the top. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move all of those to one side, so I can sort of have one sort of side Bun Presto and Ichiban Kuji, other side all SH Fig Arts. Now I do need to make a new shelf for the SH Fig Arts, expand them a little bit because we do have more coming, and as some of you have pointed out in the comments when we have mentioned the new SH Fig Arts Azaru Vegeta that's coming out, my SH Fig Arts shelves do not have enough space to accommodate for pretty much any singular normal releases, let alone a big boy like that Vegeta. Yeah, we definitely need to add another SH Fig Arts shelf, play around with some stuff, move some stuff up the very top of the Bun Presto shelf. I'm also thinking I might take off the Mega House capsule figures that I have displayed all over the Bun Presto wall. What I'd like to do is actually have an entire, pretty much an entire shelf in the details, maybe on the top, like maybe in this shelf here, that's literally just all of my Mega House capsules. I think that'll look really good, but we'll see how it goes. If I don't like it, I can always change it back around. But the main goal for today is to try and make some more room at the top of the details, clear some stuff out, work it back on there, maybe take some stuff I like a lot more off there that I'd rather displayed in the detail, but we'll see how we go. We're gonna film it all, see if we can time-lapse it all with the editor, and see how it goes. So yeah, let's get started. So we're ready to get started. We've got a duster, we've got some paper towel, we've got some Dettol wipes, we've got a makeup brush that is so good for cleaning little things like SH Fig Arts and the capsule figures, or just figures in general. It's really good to get into those little crevices. I definitely recommend that, or even a smaller makeup brush as well, because that's really good for those really fine little areas, and that way you're not going to damage your figure or anything. Then we've also got some Windex and a glass cleaning cloth. That's a little bit dirty, but it'll be alright. We'll probably go give it a bit of a clean shortly after we've done a shelf or two. I say a smaller makeup brush, like that one, guys. So that's the normal one I use for sort of like an SH Fig Arts or something, but if you've got really fine little areas you need to get into, get yourself one of those. Really good. Okay, so we're going to start with the SH Fig Arts, guys. So I'm going to have to clear some of this stuff out to make room for the SH Fig Arts, maybe move some of the SH Fig Arts around and see how we go. Okay, so we've now created an extra SH Figuarts shelf. Really pleased with that, guys. So yeah, now we've got basically 3 shelves to fit all of this in, but we are going to take one out, do some rearranging, see what we can do. So we're probably going to take out the stuff from this shelf here, work it into there, start doing some cleaning there, and yeah, move on from there, see how we go. So now we're going to start over this side. I'm going to start basically dusting all these, moving them along a bit and making some space for some of the stuff up here, some of the stuff down there, and yeah. Yes, for those of you that are super observant, you will notice this is one of the beautiful Ichiban Kuji King Piccolos, but unfortunately they are quite an expensive piece. I've never found a complete one when I've actually been searching for one, but this one I was lucky enough to pick up relatively cheap. I think I got it for like $100, which, considering what it is pretty good. It is, the horns up here are damaged, broken off. It did come with those, so I have those in like a little bits box. And then he's missing one antenna and he's missing a foot. But now John has a 3D printer, we might actually be able to rectify that. So really lovely piece. If it was 100% complete and not damaged, obviously it would be pride of place, very top of the detail, right next to King Cold there. But unfortunately, because he is damaged, I just can't put him, you know, like right out there for everyone to see. And when I look at him, you know, I love him. He's one of my absolute favourite pieces, sorry, but it kills me that he's damaged and he's got scratches all over him, and like it really sucks. But I would rather have this in my collection than not own this piece at all. So, you know, sometimes you just got to be happy with what you got, and I am happy, very happy, but I just feel he needs, he can't really be in the detail like that. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty happy with how this is starting to look. Actually thinking I might be able... you know what? I'm going to take this out of the collection, and I think I'm actually going to sell that, because... or I might even put that into one of the raffles, because this... I'll be honest, I got it because it's Kid Goku on a Nimbus. I love Kid Goku, but I don't know. I just don't like this. It kind of just shits me a little bit. So I'm going to take that out of the collection, and I'm going to replace the space for it with these. So let's see, can we make this work? Move that out of the way a bit. Yes, we can. Awesome. So I'm thinking the best way to keep going with this is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up these shelves here. First I'll clean that glass there, and I will start trying to make a full display for all of my favourite gashapon. So now that's all done, I'll start taking off these gashapon figures, giving them a clean, and yeah, see how we go. I think what we might do is we might use these to boost some of these up, so we can just make the display a bit bigger, and yeah, I guess we can make use of these as well. So let's just get everything we need. Okay, so I guess we'll start building a little bit of a display just to begin with, just to see sort of how it's going to look. So I'll obviously have to work out sort of the order I'm going to put these in, but I'm really liking how this is turning out. With a few more of these risers from Daiso, I think I'm going to be really good. This is going to look so good when it's done, guys. This might end up being a little bit time consuming, so I'm probably going to stop the camera here and maybe finish just sorting this out, because it's going to take a bit of sorting, and then we will pick back up as we start sorting and dusting and working all this out. So after I do this, I'll switch the camera back on, and then I guess we'll start working all this stuff back to the details, so then we've got some room to put stuff as we dust and rearrange and see what we want to take off there, rework stuff out of here and put on there, and swap some stuff around. So yeah, let's get to it, and I'll see you in a sec. So we're back after a little bit of a break, guys. We've got the Mega House capsules all in there. It took like a couple hours to sort of sort it all. A few of them didn't make it in, but overall pretty happy with it. I don't know if that's how it'll stay, but now I think we need to start moving some of this stuff around. I'm going to take the tacky Shenron from down there, I'm going to move that over, and then I'm going to start trying to get all of this into the shelves and see how we go with that. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of sorting now, guys, and this is probably going to take a little while, so it's not going to make the time-lapse very interesting, so I think I'm just going to turn the camera off while I quickly sort and reorganize a little bit of this, clear this space up, and then we can move on to over there. And yeah, alright, see you guys in a sec. So that's all done, guys. I will go through all at the end when we're finished and show you how it all looks. Really happy with it. Probably the most happy I've been with the details since I've moved everything over here, so thinking it really looks good. So now I'm going to start up here, work my way down with the dusting and stuff, and then I'm going to try and afterwards make some room for a few little bits and pieces, like the ones on the coffee table. and maybe a couple other little pieces up here just to clear some space up the very top. But I'm feeling pretty confident with how this is going to go, and the fact that we don't have all of these guys taking up a whole heap of space on there. I'm kind of hoping we might have a little bit more space to just sort some stuff, reorganize a little bit, because we have had that set up for quite a long time. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright guys, sorry about that, battery died, fresh one in, first shelf done. We'll move along to the rest of these shelves now. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to clear off like a little bit at a time, dust them, and then clean the shelf properly, and then yeah, that'll be the go. Is definitely looking a lot better. I did just realise, just as I was sort of finishing that up, that I actually missed two of my capsule figures. So that sucks, because I thought I'd finished those shells over there, but now it looks like I'm going to have to go back in there and spend a little bit more time working on them. So that is a little bit unfortunate, but what can you do? Yeah, hopefully I can find a good spot for these. I might have to take a couple less favourable ones out, because these ones I do really love, so I think we can start putting some stuff back on this shelf now. Okay guys, so this is getting a little bit time consuming, and this is starting to really kill all my batteries in the camera. So what I'm thinking is I might, now that I've done two shells, I might just continue without the camera rolling, and we'll just pick up after we've made a little bit of progress, and I can show you guys the fruits of my labour. Okay guys, so we're back. We've been doing quite a lot of rearranging. A lot of cleaning. We're finally done. Thank God for that. I've been at this since probably about 3 o'clock this afternoon, and it's now 10 PM. We've had some breaks, but yeah, it's been a long ass afternoon / evening. So I will now quickly show you guys how everything looks, and just give you a quick look. I will do an updated collection video very soon, because we've got some stuff I'll probably be going to get tomorrow, or maybe even later tonight from my mum's place, that I'm going to probably try and fit in along the top here. So there's a bit of box stuff and a couple other things, so I'm going to see how that goes. But yeah, definitely going to grab all that in the next couple days and then do an updated collection video. So this is just going to be a bit of a brief sweep over everything so you guys can just have a better idea of how everything looks now. In case you were wondering what that thing in the corner of the camera was just a second ago, it's John.
I'm back, guys. Nice to see everyone.
So yeah, John is back from Wollongong, and he stopped in just as I was sort of finishing dusting the last shelf. So you suck. You could have showed up in time to actually help with it all, John.
No, I helped last time.
Yeah, you helped last time. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so we're just going to start at the very top. Show you guys how it's looking quickly, because we did make some changes up here. But pretty happy with that all around. And then I didn't dust those off, because you can't really see them. They're so far up you can't really notice dust on them. But I did dust all these off, took them all off the shelf, gave it a pretty good dust. Some of them I might have been a little bit lazy and didn't take so much off and just kind of dusted and cleaned around them. But it's looking a lot better, in my opinion. A lot cleaner, a lot less cluttered without the capsule figures on there. Then just the top of the details, we've added those, the Saga Continues boxes up that we wanted. And I do have a Super Battle Collection box I wouldn't mind mixing in there as well, that I think will look really good. We got the Goku over there. We actually managed to fit the extra Freezer Force ship in there. And then we got a few things kind of jammed in there to make room for some other stuff, but I feel there's plenty of room now for everything that I've got coming. But I'll just stand back a bit and give you guys a good look at the details. So I think they're looking really good. We've got an extra empty shelf down there. That's for future SH Figuarts. And so we've got room for the massive Azaru Vegeta, sorry. But yeah, so the SH Figuarts, I'm really happy with that. I think they look a lot better displayed like that, in my personal opinion. Instead of sort of having them across the top and then sort of having it all kind of mixed about. I think that looks a lot better just having them in those two details there.
Yeah, it looks like a much more contained collection.
Yeah.
Like you see them all, it does look really nice.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I agree. And yeah, I'm really loving how this shelf looks, especially we've got most of the Master Star pieces there, both my Manga Dimension figures I've got. I do remember someone mentioning that it did break their brain a little bit seeing the Goku and Vegeta on a low shelf. So yeah, we've rectified that. They are now on a nice high shelf. And I couldn't put him on a lower shelf with the rest of the Master Star pieces because he's just too awesome. He looks really good, nice and high up. But yeah, we've even mixed in some Dragon Stars throughout. Pretty happy with that. That shelf hasn't changed whatsoever. We've got Dragon Stars Freezer hiding there. I did get this Sofubi sellout because it is getting a little bit crowded up the top of the detail. And he is probably my favourite Sofubi, so I thought he deserved a good place in the details with everything else. And then we've got some Master Star pieces and everything else kind of random. Some Grandistas. And yeah, just trying to mix some more stuff in, but this is what I'm really happy with, guys. I'll quickly open this up so I can show you. And I really feel this turned out really well. Let's give you a quick look. See Frieza getting chopped in half in the back there. Really, really good. So many awesome pieces.
Yeah, that's a gashapon always looks really nice.
Yeah, especially when they're all jammed in together like that. Like
yeah,
it just
so many scenes just like clashing together that you get to see. Like it just brings so many memories back.
Yeah. It does bring me a lot of memories just standing here looking at it. And like this shelf is thick.
Yeah, no,
thick with them. Like they're well in the back. There's a few you can't see. They're some of my least favorite ones, so it doesn't bother me so much that they're at the back, and it makes it look a bit fuller. But overall, pretty happy with it. Like, what do you reckon, John? You saw it before I started earlier today.
Yeah, no, definitely an improvement, man. You've done well. So
awesome.
Good job.
Thanks. Okay, so yeah, looking really good. Alright, fellow collectors, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a like down below. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget you can also follow me over on Facebook at Gallet Gun Toys. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye for now.